Welcome to how to create these beautiful custom smoke brushes and use them in an artistic project, where we talk about how to create the actual smoke effect and the best way to capture it. Let's begin by reviewing the different materials you will need for this project. First of all, we will be dealing with a live flame, so safety is of paramount importance. Make sure you have a working fire extinguisher nearby and that you know how to use it. The materials for this project are very basic, and you probably already have most of them in your house. You will need a flame-resistant surface that is portable. I used this metal baking pan, particularly the bottom surface, so I didn't risk contaminating the actual baking surface. You'll need a handful of cotton swabs. These will be the wicks that burn and actually produce the smoke. A small container of petroleum jelly. The jelly is quite flammable, and because it is an oil-based product, it will produce some very visible smoke. A simple clothespin. This just serves as a way of holding the cotton swab while it is on fire. A safety lighter. And you will need some way of extinguishing the flame. I used a candle snuffer, but that's really an optional item. Then finally, a simple cup of water to safely extinguish the smoldering cotton swabs. The basic process for using these materials is to first use a cotton swab to swab up some of the petroleum jelly. Then use the clothespin to pinch the opposite end in such a way that it is easy to stand up. As mentioned before, the metal surface is used as a non-flammable surface to stand the wick on. To set up for the photography, I set my metal surface and wick on a simple wooden stool in front of a basic black backdrop. I used a single clip light attached to one of the legs of the stool and positioned it to point at the very tip of the wick. If you use a similar type of rig, you might find that there's a light spillover onto the backdrop. In that case, it might be necessary to use a reflective umbrella to shade the background. Begin by carefully lighting the wick. Give it a few seconds to work up a good head of flame. When you can begin to see some thick smoke coming off the top of the flame, that's the best time to snuff the fire. I found using the candle snuffer to be the best way to extinguish the wick. Simply blowing out the flame like a candle does work, but also tends to produce an air current that can be disruptive to the final effect. Then as those beautiful smoke tendrils rise into the air, grab your camera and capture as many shots as you can before the smoke dissipates. Now your setup may vary from mine, but I shot on manual with an f-stop of 5.3. My shutter speed was at 125ths of a second. My ISO was set to 1000. And here's a sampling of the different shots that I ended up with. It's very important to fully extinguish the wick in the cup of water so you don't risk an accidental fire. Then wait for the smoke to fully dissipate, reset the effect, and try again. One of the best pieces of advice I can give you for this project is to not expect it to be great right away. It will take some practice, it will take some repetition to get some results that you're happy with. Maybe it's because the smoke isn't really behaving like you want it to. Maybe your camera settings aren't quite dialed in to be exactly what you want. The window for capturing these shots is somewhat small. It does take a bit of practice to get it right. In fact, I shot probably over 200 shots just to end up with about a dozen that I think I can actually use for a digital resource. I would encourage you to do likewise. Just keep at it, keep trying the effect. You will eventually get some really great shots from it.